Hey, hey, hey. Peace and blessings, journeys, peace and blessings. Welcome to the Dearice Speaks Life channel where we motivate, encourage, and inspire you by speaking life into your journey, and life is living in full engagement. You guys, all of my journeyers, I'm so happy to be with you this evening. I'm super stoked about being here this evening with you. And, it's a little late for me anyway. But I wanted to say this that, today I had a revelation. Something happened today that I'm super excited about, super, encouraged about. And I wanted to share it with you. I had a moment today, a moment of clarity, a moment where, I don't know, it was just great. I've been having a lot of those lately. But, in case you don't know who I am, hey, it's me, Dearice Spencer Shackelford with Dearice Speaks Life, and I am Dearice speaking life into your journey, and life is living in full engagement. That's just full engagement. As wide as your hands can spread. Full engagement. So, I had a revelation today. I got some clarity on some things. Have you ever had those moments where you were like wondering or, kind of second guessing whether or not it would, if what you thought it was actually it, or you needed to make a decision and you needed some clarity on something, or you were you were in a situation similar to mine where you have been learning to say yes to everything. Y'all, I have to share this. I'm in this yes mode where I say yes. I say yes. Someone asks me something, I say yes. You want to go do something? Yes. You want to go this place? Yes. You want to go out to eat? Yes. I'm in the mode of saying yes because I'm finding out that every time I say yes, and it's kind of like the movie Yes Man, but it has nothing to do with anything other than me going through this whole transition in my life. Well, anyway, uh, I go every Thursday. Every Thursday, I go to a nonprofit organization where I volunteer 3 hours of my day, of my time with uh, parents. I teach a toddler parenting class, and I don't like to call it a toddler parenting class. What it is a parenting class. And today I actually said that. I said, you know what? It's not just a parenting class. A toddler parenting class. It's a parenting class. I said, because we're learning all types of parenting skills and techniques and mythologies and ways to do things. And it's not just mainly in the category of our toddlers. It's encompasses all of it. And while I was there, my the coordinator, the education coordinators who I work with, and I work under and work beside, and she asked me. She said, "Hey, you're coming back later for the cookout?" And I was like, "Oh, y'all having a cookout? I didn't even know y'all were having a cookout." Now, I don't eat meat to a certain extent. I've learned to do some different things lately. And I said, yeah, sure. Can I bring the girls? And she was like, yeah, you can bring the girls. It's no problem. So I come back. Now, usually I've been volunteering for a year now. I think I've almost made that mark of a year, but a year now, and it's been quite an experience, I must say. And the thing that gets me the most is I've learned so much about being a better parent, being a more efficient parent and sufficient parent, where to the point where I have learned techniques to use on all three of my children. When I say techniques, I mean real parenting skills that I've learned to use on my 17-year-old, my 13-year-old, and my 6-year-old. Yes, I have three children. um, and what's most valuable about being able to volunteer is I'm volunteering my time to educate others, but at the same rate, I'm being educated. So I was asked if I wanted to go to the barbecue, to the cookout. And I'm like, okay, sure. I'm in the yes mode. Yeah, sure. Now, the education coordinator knows that I wouldn't have done this last year. Not at all. I wouldn't have done this. I wouldn't have gotten, you invite me someplace. It would have been like, I don't know. Let me see. I might, which meant no. Or I'll say, well, let me think about it. I'll let you know, which translates to a no. It's a nice no. But I digress because I actually went and I've been saying yes, and I've been noticing a lot of things are changing around me. So we're there at the cookout and everything, and it's daddy's. It's their daddy department, the daddy section cookout of the nonprofit. I work with mainly moms and some dads, but this is the daddy part of the nonprofit. And it was only like three dads there, but it was fun nonetheless. So here it is. I'm cool with it. I'm enjoying myself. I'm pretty quiet because this is not my area of expertise. They're playing games and things like that, and I'm really excited. Yeah. I'm kind of like, well, I came out. And it's not really for me, but hey, I came out. The girls get some burgers, and they get to get out the house. Wada wada wada, in the middle of the week, whatever. Well, and of course, I don't have to cook. It's still barbecue season, so people are still cooking out. So, I get to have some extra food for the girls. And it's win-win. Yeah, whatever. I begin to start noticing, watching them play the game, and I see the little twist in the game, and I'm like, oh, I like that. That's pretty cool. Now, we begin to clean up. Now, this is the part of every event that I really enjoy doing. I enjoy cleaning up, putting things away, and getting things back the way they were. I enjoy this, and I love helping people. I just love helping people. I believe that service to others leads to greatness. I believe that we're here to help one another, and we are to serve each other. Serve your fellow mankind. I mean, I tell my clients to go and volunteer your time at any nonprofit or establishment, at a school, go read at a daycare, something. Volunteer at least an hour a week, or at least 1 hour, 2 hours. Just do something that does not pertain to you, where you're giving back to someone else. So, I love helping people. So I'm helping the education coordinator clean up and everything. And then we're taking the stuff back to the kitchen area of the facility. And it's just the way things are set up. They have a mommy store. And in a mommy store, they have baby bucks that they earn. And, they exchange it for goods that were donated. It's like a store, but it's with Monopoly money. It's baby bucks. So anyway, well, we're back there in the storage area, which is actually the kitchen/storage area. We're putting things away, and as I turn, I see peering up at me this beautiful stuffed dog. I love stuffed animals. Now, you're probably like, this story seems really, really Stupid. How does this pertain to life coaching? How does this even pertain to motivational speaking? How is this any type of clarity? Wait for it. You have to wait sometimes for the real meaning of the story. I turn and immediately I see this stuffed dog just peering up at me like this. His head is like laying down and it's just looking up at me. Now, I've been back there 1,000 times, never seen this stuffed animal before, and I collect, I used to collect bears. Now, I'm always, I'm always in, I'm always paying attention to signs. I'm very intuitive when it comes down to knowing where's my sign, where this was just for me in order to let me know I was doing something right. And you may say, well, Dearice, that's kind of corny. A lot of people don't. There are a lot of people who pay attention to signs. I am a spiritual cheerleader, I am a spiritual coach. So I pay attention to little signs, little details that most people don't. That's just my gift. You can do things your way. If you're more of an analytical person, then you'd be that type of person. If you're more of a person who says that this does not help people, it helps people. Listen, there are people who want clarity, who want signs, who need signs in order for them to move forward in their lives. Well, I saw him and I just said, oh my gosh, look at that little dog. He's so cute. And I have been eyeing a bear, a stuffed bear, there for the last few months, for the last year actually, maybe since December. So it's not fully a year. I was told I can get it. So here is the little stuffed dog. Isn't he so cute? He's so cute. He's so cute. Look at him. Look at him. He's really, really cute. Now, some of you might say, well, Dearice, you're a grown woman, which I am. I have been grown for quite a while now. uh, but I love stuffed animals. And he was laying like this, just looking at me. So all I saw was the patched eye in this part of his face. Not really his body so much, but this part of his face. Now, I didn't want to go to this human. But I said yes because I'm learning to say yes about a lot of things. I'm learning to allow things to just be attractive to me. Now, I got to tell you something. And I'm going to share this with you because you need to know who I am. I mentioned in a previous video that I lost my husband and I lost my father. Well, and I lost them all within 30 days of each other, like 30-day mark. The month anniversary of my father's passing, my husband passed. Now today is my husband's. It would have been my husband's 38th birthday today. And I went to this event, this cookout, a part of the nonprofit organization that I volunteer at, and I found this little guy on a date of my husband's birthday. Sometimes, and for me, it was like a reminder. It just made the child in me happy. And I'm learning that you do what makes you happy. And I say I'm learning it because I'm constantly embracing it. See, if I would have said no, I wouldn't have got this fuzzy little guy. And he feels so good. He feels so good. He makes me feel really, really happy. So for me, the clarity was this. I would have missed out on the very thing that have brought so much joy to my life on the day of my husband's my my deceased husband's birthday. If I would have just stayed home, moping, saying, today is the day he would have been his birthday. It would have been his king day, his born day, and I miss him. And I just I just want to be I just want to crawl under a rock. But no, I didn't. I went with my regular scheduled program and I did something extra. And I found out that when I keep pushing, there are moments where you get so much clarity and then you find little trinkets that make you happy along the way. Life is like that. Sometimes you have to veer off the course of how your feelings and your emotions make you want to travel down. You do something different, and you get a different outcome, and you go a different way. And then you notice that you're actually happy and you found something that made you happy. He's so cute, you guys. Dearice, isn't he? He is adorable. And he has a name. His name is McGruff. When I was a little girl, there was this crime fighting dog, and his name was McGruff. And this is Mr. McGruff. He will be popping up on the scene every now and then for those happy moments. So get used to seeing Mr. McGruff. So here we are. Had a moment of clarity, right? I realized that sometimes if you just stop allowing your emotions to drive you to take action or don't take action or to lay around and do nothing, you'll miss out on these little simple things that make you happy. Instead of crying today, I've been smiling. Instead of weeping today, I've been conversing with some highly just amazing people. And, you know, one thing that I'm not a fan of one particular social media, and I'm not going to say that social media's name, but they have on it, it has memories, right? Oh, a year ago you did this, 2 years ago, 6 years ago, 7 years ago. And a year ago, it had what I wrote about my husband when my husband first passed away. And I took a deep breath and I went, am I ready to do this? Am I going to, am I going to, am I going to do a repeat action? Am I ready to confront these feelings? Am I ready to embrace what I really want to happen in my life? Or do I want to keep reliving my past? Do I really want to be happy? So in those few seconds, I mustered up the courage to read the post from my husband that I posted about my husband's birthday, which is also my daughter's birthday. We don't share a biological daughter together, but him and my daughter, which is his daughter, have the same birthday. And today is her birthday as well. She lives with her mom. And I read it. I read it. Took a lot of courage. And I did. And at one time, I just stopped and I said, you know what? I can't do this. And then something said, if you can't do this, then everything that you've been doing up until this very point is all for naught. It's it has no value. Every client that you've helped, every milestone of not crying every day for a shorter and shorter amount of time, and to rewrite your story to become more productive in life, more successful, more happy, more of a person who notices that they're living in abundance. It's all for naught. It's worthless. It means nothing. It's meaningless. And in that moment, I decided I'm going to continue on reading this post. Now, some would say, well, why would you read the post if you want to be happy? Pay attention. I read the post and I continued on. Not one tear fell. Not one moment of emotional weeping began to start. Not one sorrowful moment came upon me or overwhelmed me or overtook me. You know what happened? I smiled. I smiled because I expressed so much love in that post, so much gratitude, so much appreciation, so much, so, so, I was so grateful to know these two individuals in my life. And I told them how much I love them and how much I miss them and how much they will never ever be replaced. And how they meant so much to me. See, you may think that, well, you didn't even say anything. I didn't post anything afterwards. I just read what I posted the first time. It said everything. Everything I ever needed to say. Everything I ever wanted to say. Now, and now the truth is that I'm grateful that I allowed myself to go through the process, go through that process. My liner is going to be smeared after this because you have to, in order to take control of a situation, you have to face it. You have to face it because in facing it, instead of running away from it, you know what you do? You find little trinkets of happiness along the way that lets you know, yeah, you're on the right track. I've learned to embrace me more and more every day. It was something that my husband said to me, and he said, what happened to you? Why aren't you doing, why aren't you being the Dearice that I've always known? I was doing nothing before he came back in my life. I was doing nothing. I was literally wasting away. My creative juices weren't flowing. I wasn't using my creativity. I wasn't writing. I wasn't speaking. I wasn't doing anything. I graduated. I got my degree. I did that, but I wasn't doing anything with my life. And he told me, that's not you. That's not who you were created to be. You were created to do great things in this world. Why aren't you doing them? And I was saying, and I paused for a minute and I started crying. And he said, what's wrong? He's like, babe, what's wrong? I said, I was waiting on you. I was waiting for you to come back in my life. 9 months later, he's gone. 9 months later, we first met when I was 24. And he passed away. He was 22 when we met. January coming up will be 2 years. 2 whole years. And I waited. I waited so long for us to be reunited so I could live. And in the course of waiting, I did nothing. Look, don't waste your life waiting. You're waiting, you're wasting, you're wanting. You got the WWW, waiting, wasting, and wanting. Begin to live your life. Begin to take action. Begin to put your emotions in control. Take control of your emotions. Take hold of the helm of your life and hold on. Because it's going to be a very, very interesting ride. Might get bumpy from time to time. And then when you begin to embrace the things that you're attracting, whether they're good or bad, you'll find out that there's some happiness along the way. This was the best part of my day. It's usually instructing the class. But this time, it's kind of like a double whammy. It's a double hitter. The clarity in this conversation, in this broadcast, is to get you to understand that you must learn to stop following the normacy of what you think you're supposed to do in a situation. And you're probably like, this doesn't make sense. Because if there's a fire, I'm supposed to immediately vacate the premises. I'm not speaking of a fire. I'm speaking of you taking control of your life. If you've been doing something the same way over and over again, and you've been getting the same results, and you desire so much more for your life, change the narrative of your story. Go a different route. On your way to work, go a different route. Take a different train, take a different bus that still gets you to the same destination. You'll feel better. You'll find out that, you know what, I don't have to just do something one way. I don't have to just sit and mope because I miss someone so badly. Let me go out and live my life. Let me try something different to get my mind off of that so that I can have a moment of happiness. Do you not know this this dog now represents something far greater than just a child's stuffed animal? You get trinkets in life that help you along the way. You just have to be willing to say yes. Experience those things. Stop being afraid to live your life. Go out there, explore, get to know new people, get to do something different, eat something different, wear something different. Like my glasses. I've never had a pair of glasses like this. This is so totally different for me, but this is how I feel right now in my life. I'm bold, I'm daring, and I'm ready to be happy. Stuffed animals make me happy. I have a bunny that's a little bit like around this size, like from here to there. I have a bunny that's that size. Mr. McGruff will be joining us from time to time, not so much as to say that he's the main character, but he's going to help some people along the way. He's going to help you, and I'm going to help you. Stop having the WWWs, the triple whammy. Wanting, waiting, and wishing. Are you wanting, waiting, and wishing? You want your life to be different. But you're waiting for this sign. You're not gonna get it until you go out and take action on something. You're wanting it to be different. You're waiting for it to be different. You're wishing for it to be different. That's not how things change. Things change with thoughts and actions. I wanted my life to be different. I didn't want to sit there and mourn forever. That's not how my husband would have wanted me to do. He wanted me to go on with my life. He wanted me to be this individual. And this is just one of those things that your sign may not be a stuffed animal. Well, hopefully it probably won't be. But mine was. And I'll forever, ever, 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 ever be grateful for it, because this has made me happy today. You might say, oh, you're one of those females who collect stuffed animals because she can't get a man. Ooh. Or she's one of those childlike females that whose house is filled with stuffed animals. No, I'm not compulsive like that. And I don't like clutter in my house. I can't stand it. So too much of anything is not good. But when I find something that resonates with me, that catches my eye, like Mr. McGruff has, I pay close attention to it, and I gravitate to it, and it gravitates to me. Stop wanting, wait. Stop waiting, wanting, and wishing. Stop waiting, wanting, and wishing. Because the thing that you desire desires you. The thing that you want to attract wants to attract you too. But you have to first start moving in the direction of that thing. I'm so happy now in my life. And I've been criticized for the way that I'm living my life. I don't care. I'm helping people. I'm doing the greatest of the commandments, if you want to say. I'm helping people. I'm loving people for where they are, for who they are and where they are. And then I'm helping them to become the greatest versions of themselves. Because guess what? That's what we're here to do. We're here to help other people be great. Those moments when you help somebody who you know they really needed your help, those are the moments that you should desire to have, because those are the moments that bring you the most joy. The moments when you can say, oh my goodness, she just kept saying thank you. He just kept saying thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. You don't know how much you've helped me, how much you saved my life. But you'll never have those moments because you're waiting, wanting, and wishing. There's such great happiness waiting for you on the other side of you waiting, wanting, and wishing. Change the narrative of your life. So you're waiting, wanting, and wishing. Change it to acting, thinking, acting, and moving. You thought a positive thought. You acted as if it's already happened. Then you begin to move towards the thing you really want. It's kind of a strange philosophy. It kind of goes with the be, do, have. You be the person that you desire before you even get to being that person. Then you do the things that person would do. Then eventually you'll have the things that that person has. I had to believe that I could be a life coach. I had to believe that I was a motivational speaker. I had to believe that I am a writer. I had to believe that I am creative enough to create something that people need and it solves their problem. I had to be that first to myself. You have to believe before you can receive it. If you don't believe that you can receive happiness, joy, peace, abundance, money, whatever it is, a man, a woman, a child, then guess what? What you believe is what you receive. You want a better life? You want to be happy again? Believe that you will be happy again. Act as though you are happy again. It's a process. I didn't learn this overnight, and you're not going to learn it overnight either. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. I am having a wardrobe malfunction, and it's weird because it's a high low. So so me sitting down is giving it a different effect. So you have to understand that you're sitting there waiting for, like, I don't know what you're waiting for. Don't wait any longer. Stop waiting. Stop wanting. Stop wishing. Just do, be, and have. Just be the person. Just be that person. Convince yourself that you are that person and say to yourself, do that mirror exercise. Do the mirror work that I talk to you about. I do it every day, every single day. These are some of the things that I share with my clients in our sessions, and it helps them. It helps them so much. I love you all so much. God loves you, and so do I. I just wanted to get on here to share that with you, and to let you know that no one said that you had to get it overnight. No one said that, oh, it's all gonna be better in the morning. You won't have to worry about block. I did it immediately. In fact, this is 10 years in the making. 10 years. To this point, and I'm not done yet, baby. I am the number one world renowned life coach and motivational speaker. You heard it here first. Also known as, and it's so much, but I believe it, leadership coach. I That's not what I waited for. I waited too long, and there are things I have to do, so I got to get going. And I'm not trying to run, I'm not trying to sprint. It's a marathon. So I'm going to take my time. And that's what you need to do. If you're in a healing process from loss, if you are working your way through depression, if you are working with a therapist to help you through past issues, I'm sorry, you guys, I've had a long day today. Give yourself time. Give yourself time. It didn't take, Rome wasn't built in a day. And you don't say that you want a baby and then get pregnant and then a baby is born the next day. It's a process. It's all a process. So take it easy on yourself. And don't forget, God loves you, and so do I. I keep cocking my head to the side. I don't know why I keep doing it. I love you all so much. I love you so much. I love you so much. I do. God loves you, and so do I. And thanks for liking, sharing, and subscribing right there or up here, wherever it might be. The bell is somewhere. Subscribing to this channel where we encourage, where we're all about encouragement, inspiration, motivation, and upliftment. And don't forget, life is living in full engagement. You can't live in full engagement if you're afraid, if you are running from your feelings. You have to embrace it all. Full engagement. If you want to get over something and you don't have a plan, you're going to have to go through it. So you have to go through in order to conquer it. I love you all so much. God loves you, and so do I. Smooches. I love you guys. I love you so much. I love you so much. I love you so much. Oh, I love you so much. Oh, me and Mr. McGruff loves you so much. I love you all. I look forward to seeing you very, 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 very soon. I love you guys. Hi. Oh, I see you. Oh, what's that you eating? Oh. I see you got that snack. You should be working out. I'm just playing. I love you guys so much. I kid a lot. I like to joke around. But click the link below to schedule your session. Oh, I forgot. Didn't forget. Click the link below to schedule your sessions with me. And not only that, click the link below to connect with me on social media. That's Facebook and Instagram below. And that's Dearice Speaks Life on both accounts. Okay. That's Dearice Speaks Life on Facebook and Instagram. And don't forget, go to eventbrite.com, my sister journeyers, to get your ticket for the Blossoming into the Blessing event that is happening in October. Yes, in October. So like and share this video. Let people know about me. I would greatly appreciate it, to get my likes up, to get my follows up, because I need to help people. If I help you, share it. Share it to help someone else. You never know. You may say, oh, I don't need to hear this, but somebody did. Somebody does. So share it. And I appreciate you so much. I'm already telling you how much I love you. I don't even have to know you to love you. You are a human being on this planet, and I love you because guess what? It's not about who you are. No, it's not about what you are. It's about who you are. And I love you for who you are and who you're going to be because there's greatness in you. And I believe that. And I love you all so much. And God loves you, and so do I. Smooches. I love you guys. I just love doing this. It's just amazing to me.